PS5, what a time to be alive. The new DualSense Edge controller has arrived. I'm spitting bars on the show today. The new controller is essentially deemed the Pro controller as a evolution to the original DualSense controller that offers deeper customization options for players to get their hands on. The big news came in by words of host Jeff Keighley at the Gamescom presentation. Sony has stated that players will now have an edge by enabling players to create custom controls, for example, replacing the analog sticks to help improve the controller's longevity, or remapping the L3 and R3 on the back buttons to relieve stress on both analog controls. In comparison, Microsoft has the Xbox Elite wireless controller, and SCUF has introduced their Reflex controller for the PS5, both of which are crowd favorites. Some of the DualSense Edge's headlining features include remapping or disabling button inputs, fine-tuning analog stick sensitivity, and dead zone customizations. This allows for more of a delayed or quicker response when using the analog sticks. Players can also adjust the travel distance of each trigger. These adjustments will vary depending on the game and its in-game sensitivity, but most players will find this feature useful in competitive FPS games for faster inputs. Another big feature that Sony has implemented is the onboard memory, which allows the controller to save multiple user profiles. For example, players can switch between control schemes as you play based off preference, or if you have multiple players sharing the same console. With an Ultra design, Sony added texturized grips to the triggers, and players can now replace the analog stick caps and modules to help cut down on the risk of stick drift. Your options now include standard, high dome, and low dome. Upon replacement, analog stick modules will be sold separately. With the new DualSense Edge controller on the horizon, fans may be disappointed to hear that a backplate attachment won't be heading to the DualSense controller, but the Edge has you covered. It houses two interchangeable back buttons, half dome, and lever that can be changed to other button inputs. Players who buy the Edge controller get a USB-C braided cable and a carrying case that supports pass-through charging. No release date or pricing info has been announced, but looking at other Pro controllers on the market, we can assume the price will be around $200. Big Sony releases coming down the road. Let me know what you think about the new DualSense Edge controller as we wait to unleash the limits of the DualSense controller. Till then, you have been listening to the voice of Brandon Cherry. Much love, and I'll see you all in the next one.